suggesting here.
Okay.
The way we want to look at it.
All right. So this play didn't turn out as expected. Sellers did not break this level, and buyers pushed out of this, broke out of this channel. I held this all through here, and I even took another position, two other positions here. One, I thought this was going to reject off the 50, and I put my stop loss right above. It stopped me out there, and then again on this candle breaking back, I thought, okay, this is it, getting rejected off the 50, and I got stopped out. I actually pulled my take profit down, so stop out and take profit were about, I think I lost $1. Anyways, I'm back live now because this is another play. We are bouncing off a bottom with a lot of momentum. These are the last higher, the lower highs area. This is key rejection. So I'm looking now, flipping the script for a long off this key area. So bounce back here to the 618 up, especially if these moving averages flip. Now, why you wait is because let's say you get in on this candle, it starts rejecting, you're in drawdown, you got to suck up all that drawdown. Really, what you may be right, but you have to never underestimate the mental stress of drawdown. You end up cutting your losses and then it bounces. So it's so much better. Just let this run. Who cares if you miss it? But to buy always on a retest, maybe a retest of the 50 now that we're flipping the moving averages, or this zone, or the 382. Sometimes they come down here, which could be in line with the 9. This is nice because this is these lower highs. This is also a lower high, kind of a swing high. So that would be the 236, a retest there. I don't know if I would catch one there, honestly. It's more when it really comes back into this area, then you can get a stop, tight stop. Yeah, buyers pushed it out of this area for sure. I see anything else here? This could be now the zone we're going for. So it could come up here and come down, but we're getting some kind of indication here. We're above the 50 of a direction change, at least in a small time frame. So I'm not jumping in yet. I just want to jump back online live to say what happened here. This was a good trade. I don't feel upset because I held it. I bought more. I sold more here, which all was in line with my thesis that this line would eventually be broken by sellers. It wasn't. Got stopped out, lost tight stop losses, so I didn't lose a lot. I mean, I could have left my stop up out here and I would have lost quite a bit. So I find when it really starts moving, you can have your stop tight, because if my thesis were correct, that it come back below this 50, as soon as it breaks above these wicks, I know I'm done anyways. And you can see, there's no point to having a stop way back here and lose a lot of money. Am I making sense there? I don't know. Basically, that if it were going to follow below the 50, it wouldn't have gotten much higher than these wicks. It wouldn't have gone higher than these wicks unless the direction has changed, which it has. So now we're looking for a retest for a long, retest one of these key areas, kind of anywhere really between this. Try to line these up straight. These last lower highs, maybe a moving average. It's running hard, definitely running hard. Strange looking chart though, for sure. Oh. Friend just texted me to see if we want to take the kids to the skate park. They'll probably be here for a little bit longer still. Looking over here at the 1 minute USD CAD. So we got higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and broke this 50. And let's see what a fib does. Really trying to get in the habit of not needing to always be trading. You know, if we come down into this zone here, retest these guys, I'll be interested on the 50 or above the 50 RSI. You know, the 236 can be a zone for sure. You can see here this would have been a good play actually off the 50 moving average. You know, that wick bone. It's kind of a range here. Well, you know, swing high, low, high, low, high, low, high. This is a higher low. So there could be a potential juicy move to the upside. off of there. I mean, we're above 50 here. This is losing momentum. Sellers losing momentum. Don't like that wick, but if we hold this line, this is kind of my area of retreat. I like that this seller is losing steam. We're on 236 above this area. That's why it's good to wait. I don't know what, I'm not liking this right now. See if it holds up on the 9. Fuck. Bad play. Ouch. Ouch. I had a bad feeling. As soon as your gut starts saying get out, get out. All right, let's call it a day. Just jump in here like a cowboy. So that's a big loss. Oh, history 45. Now, why did I do that? I'm trying to size up. I shouldn't have. But I also understand that to really make it, you need to. Here, I was looking at this loss of momentum as a potential, and then this candle here start driving up as just a reversal in the 236. I should really just put my stop right there. If it's going to drive, it's going to drive. Now we've really broken down below this. We're also above the 50. So, I mean, all things considered, it was a fair play. You know, this is also the zone I was sort of looking for, so maybe waiting for that to retest. But size was big, and it didn't go my way. You know, cutting losses. I could feel it too. I'm like, just wait, see if it goes up. Less loss, less loss. Right around here, I was like $18 down. I'm like, doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. I should remind myself that. I got to write that down. Doesn't feel right. It's not right. Put that as a sticky note. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Get out. Sometimes I'm sure that won't be the case and I'll miss, but I guess my gut was like, Okay. Am I happy with that trade? I'm not happy that I skipped my feeling. Okay with it that the setup didn't work. That is neither here nor there. But my gut was telling me, I think really you want to see it start driving up, you know, off of there. And you're right. But it doesn't. Look at this indecision here. Anyways. Let's go. What's our interesting? Very similar. So USD JP. I wonder, are these correlated at all? Now I'm hesitating because of that loss. Let's let this close and see if it comes down. You know, could also wait. Like it might drive up for a while, but the 50 is always good. Back on the dollar CAD here. You know, getting rejection off here now. So it could be still be a retest though. So it's like I could sell it, but it also could pump because it's a retest of these areas. So really that play off the 50, you need the direction to be clear. Really, this is like, is it a retest? Above the 50, bounce off that zone on the 50 there. You know, are we breaking these guys now? Psychologically right now, I want to make that back. So I need to be careful. And for that reason, I'm going small. And that's trading well. Now, probably would have made that back. But it doesn't count if you don't follow rules. Interesting. Look at this. Like, had I waited for it to come down to the 50, test this zone, it's kind of a similar thing. Like sellers leaving steam, strong drive to the upside. You know, this would have been a banger play. That's why it's so good to wait. So good. Like, really let it play out. And on the USD JPY, you know, We can wait for it to come give us a test of the 50. In this case, moving out, averages are tight in here, you know, so we'll see if we come in for a test. You need to be bold. That's the thing. Trading, you have to be smart, calculated, and bold. Patient, waiting for this. It's a really nice move. Off my key area, which I knew. Wait for it to test these zones. That's what I said. Because what happened here is I panicked, you know, in a way, like, this would have been a lot of drawdown. I've been sitting here and hating myself. Wait for the test. Okay, that's something. Wait for that test. Look at this. If you FOMO'd in there, you're getting dumped on. So maybe this is making a ascending triangle. It's really like entry more than anything. Because if you get a good entry, then you can pull your stop loss up, you know. It's less about being right than it's about entry. So if you get here and you drop, you cut it, you know, this could have pumped out of there. And I give myself credit for cutting early because it could have also collapsed. So remember, you don't have to trade everything. This is bearish divergence. You have these RSIs, a lower hump when the price is going up. And you know, if this breaks down back through the 50 and comes and tests it again, you know, maybe, yeah. So see this big zone. I think you'll call it a day. It's 10 o'clock. Sun's coming out. Go see how the kids and fam, mom is. I'm going to stop and so I can record my plays. Tomorrow's another day. Still good. Still good. This one I'm happy with. This trade I'm a little less happy with. Forget P&L. It just, I should have waited to this zone. Got tested, which it did. It absolutely did. Could have rated up to there. You know, at least stop at break even. Maybe it runs up from here. So it's very important to, yeah, I think I FOMO'd in. I'm like, let's go. We have this strict rule for this week. Wait for that retest on this play. This play is trend change retest. Wait for, and if it doesn't retest, then you can play the off the 50. You know, it might come up here, go up, and yeah, I missed. There wasn't a retest. Fine. If it bounces off the 50 period moving average, then I can play that. So with this play, wait for it. Just wait for it. It's all good. And in this case, this was the play off the 50. It worked. And I didn't close it down here because I was anticipating that this line wouldn't hold. It held and broke and became a trend reversal retest scenario. And it didn't come back and test this zone. So in this case, the 382 would have worked, but let's say, this is a strong rule. It's got to come back, test the lower highs. If it doesn't, I'll look for a play off the 50. All right, let's call it a day.